The celebrity contestants taking part in this year's Strictly Northampton event had their first taste of dancing at Kelmarsh Hall this month. In the second part of our video feature on the fundraising competition, we speak to more of the contestants who will take to the Derngate stage later this year.
How much dancing have you done before today?
One big fat zero actually, none at all. Was the practice just showed there it was really quite bad, so a lot of practice ahead and coming up and I need to do really.
How do you feel it'll actually go on the night though?
On the night I'm hoping, I'm quite competitive actually, so fingers crossed we'll be able to really fight there and planning on winning, but I should say that a bit too early now.
And any tips for any of your other contestants?
Yeah, watch out, they're going to lose.
My boss did it last year, Laura Moss, and BBC Radio Northampton did one similar about 3 years ago, which I couldn't do. So it seems I'm about the only person who hasn't done one of these, so it was my turn to do it.
So you've just had the first kind of introduction to dancing out there. How did it go?
Okay, I think there might have been some broken toes with some of the ladies I was dancing with, because I've got quite big boots on, quite big feet as well, which doesn't help. I wasn't expecting to dance at all, and I feel quite hot, quite tired, and like the whole thing is going to be a giant disaster. I'm going to have to put in so much practice.
There's three dances you'll be doing on the night. One of them I think is a more free sort of style kind of dance. Any thoughts on what you'd want to do?
The robot, mainly. Maybe the worm, a bit body popping, maybe spin on my head, that kind of thing. Slide on my knees into the crowd. Just the kind of standard moves an 8-year-old would do at a disco.
I'm actually a volunteer. Only came to the county last August, saw that the competition had run last autumn, and when it got to the end of the competition I asked my head of comms whether you were likely to be running it again next year, and if so, would they be interested in me taking part. So here I am. Apart from dancing around the handbag a bit when I was a kid and then 6 weeks trying to learn a bit of salsa before Christmas, never done anything at all, but really looking forward to learning.
Right. Now you had your first session, or your first taster session in there today of some of the dancing you might be doing. How's that gone?
We've had an introduction to a couple of dances. The waltz was a little bit trickier than the quicker step dance. I'm not sure that I do elegance, grace and poise, which is what's required for the waltz.
And finally, I mean, how do you think it will go on the night?
Oh, I think it'll be a fantastic evening. It'll be great. It's for a great cause. Lots of enthusiastic people who want to contribute to the cause. Hopefully there'll be lots of people that are there that will contribute to Macmillan, which is a fantastic charity that does some great stuff. So I'm sure it'll be a great evening.
Well, my dancing past to date consists of 20 absolutely exhausting minutes an hour ago when we had our very first session. I have never danced before, and I can't believe how exhausted I am after just 20 minutes.
And how do you think it's going to go? How much practice are you going to have to put in for the event?
Well, I think it's going to go well for everybody, because I saw last year's event and I was terribly impressed how nobody was allowed to make a fool of themselves. So I think that's what we're all most concerned about, that is not making fools of ourselves. I think it'll go well. I think the venue's great. I think there'll be loads of people there, and I think the whole thing is going to be tremendous fun.